Your words provide a roadmap for the focus and attention of your mind. So anytime that I hear folks saying, don't pay so much attention to my words, it's not a big deal, I didn't really mean that, I just want to shake people. Because yes, of course, every now and then something slips out of our mouths. But more often than not, those words that are slipping out of our mouths have been circulating in mass formation inside of our heads. I'll give you an example. Let's imagine that I'm working on a project and it is super tough. And I keep saying to myself again and again, this is so difficult. Oh my gosh, this is so hard. This is so hard. My mind not only wants to focus in and hone in on that what I'm saying, but it wants me to be right, even if it's a totally crappy view. So when my mind goes out to look for all of the evidence to back up what I'm talking about, it is not going out as an unbiased participant. It is going out saying, oh my gosh, look, oh, here's evidence for why this sucks. And here's something of why this is also super difficult. Now, it would be amazing if our minds went out as that bipartisan, let me find, but you're also growing and you're learning. And look at this, you met this person through this project and you've developed a deep, beautiful friendship. And isn't that wonderful? And look, you're gathering new skills and you're growing. That is not what our mind does. Our mind goes, let me prove you right. You told me to focus here. I'm so going to focus there. And it brings back this cherry-picked basket full of evidence to prove why this sucks, why it's so bad, why it's so difficult. And then, because our focus and attention is on this basket, not the big picture, we start in a downward spiral. Because all of a sudden we see, oh my gosh, look how much bad stuff there is. It's even worse than I thought. Look how much evidence there is for that thought. And we begin to get discouraged. We're frustrated. Our energy is zapped. We feel super low on motivation because unknowingly we directed our mind to show us all that was bad about what was going on. Now, I want to make a clear disclaimer. I am not talking about being delusional. I am talking about the recognition of understanding that our words and our thoughts direct our mind and therefore direct our energy. So now imagine with that same scenario, I zoomed out a little bit and I said, okay, I can acknowledge that this is hard, that exists, whether or not I'm thinking about it constantly or not. It's a difficult situation. It's a difficult project. Okay, but what do I want to focus my attention on? I want to focus it on the fact that I am growing and learning. I'm gathering new skills. I'm building new relationships. Oh my gosh. I can be really grateful for this opportunity. Now, if we've been having that, oh my gosh, this sucks for a long time, our brains will continue to put up a bit of resistance because they go, but I've gotten really good at the scavenger hunt for finding the bad stuff. And so this is where it comes to choosing consciously our words and our thoughts to recognize that we want to build a new map for our minds. Because then what starts to happen is our mind comes back with this basket of, wow, actually last month you started learning this program and look how much better you've gotten. You're even using shortcuts, aren't you so fancy? Or, wow, that relationship that I built through this is really becoming quite fruitful and profitable, not only for us as people, but for this business. And you feel the energy start to rise. And as it does, those thoughts get reinforced by all of this evidence. And so if we want to live lives that we feel energized, we feel engaged with what it is that we're choosing to do, the way to do that in an incredibly powerful way is to be specific and to consciously choose your words, because your words are selecting your focus and energy. So, how can you be more vigilant, more consciously rebellious with how you're choosing your words today?